All right, so Apple was on the Hill yesterday, Tim Cook, and we played you the clip of Rand Paul, who was so offended by the idea that a successful company could be questioned as to just their tax process. And we all know how big the government is. Some of these bills are just over hundreds of pages. And so this was terribly offensive to Rand Paul. The story in which, and we covered this slightly, I believe, in the Better Half yesterday, but I want to be explicit about what Apple was doing. I've seen differing reports, but up to $74 billion was, and I don't even know if you could accurately say this was repatriated, but up to $74 billion over the course of a 3-year period was made by Apple, and they paid $0 in taxes on it. All perfectly legal under a tax system that has been shot full of holes by corporate lobbyists and by the overarching sense that taxes are some type of burden as opposed to simply the dues that one pays to be a part of society. A Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations basically outlined how Apple managed to avoid paying taxes on a huge dollar figure, which represented about 61% of Apple's total revenue just last year. And apparently what Apple did is they set up a Apple's Operations International. It is registered in Cork, Ireland, but has no physical presence at that or any other address, according to the report. The entity has existed for 30 years and has never had a single employee. There are 3 people on its board, all Apple employees. 2 live in California. 32 of 33 board meetings took place in Cupertino, and the Irish director participated in 7 of it. Its assets are managed by a Nevada company and held in bank accounts in New York. Because it is not managed and controlled in Ireland, Ireland does not tax its earnings. Because the company is not registered in the United States, it owes no American taxes. The affiliate received over $30 billion in dividend income. So according to the report, according to Apple, AOI's, this is Apple Operations International's, net income is made up of 30% of Apple's total worldwide net profits from 2009 to 2011, yet Apple also disclosed that it did not pay any corporate tax income to any national government. Apparently, what Apple also does is they hold a large chunk of its intellectual property in low-tax Irish affiliates as well. So they're subject to a very small Irish tax there on their intellectual property. And that is essentially how they assemble and design their products. Just the idea of it. And of course, they get their products from all across the world. And the profits for their construction of these Apple computers is run through those affiliates where the IP is registered. So this is all perfectly legal, but it also shows just how problematic our tax code is. And of course, Tim Cook was on the Hill yesterday saying, well, you know, look, I'm not going to give you any taxes from these profits unless you lower the tax rate in this country. And in that case, we're still going to keep the profits offshore and still hide them from you. But at least some of our other affiliates, the rest of the income that we get will be taxed at a lower rate.